In Egypt, archaeologists uncovered a tomb 10,000 years older than the pyramids. But who built it? The discovery of this tomb has shocked the entire world. It's even got some people saying if this is true, everything we know about history is wrong. But what makes this tomb so special? What did they find inside of it? And why are archaeologists so afraid to talk about it? Hi, it's me. And today we are going to look at one of the most mysterious tombs ever found. This is the tomb that shouldn't exist. In the year 2000, a team of archaeologists in Egypt were excavating a site called Saqqara. Here they made an incredible discovery, a tomb that was 10,000 years older than the pyramids. The question was, who built it? The reason why this tomb shouldn't exist is because according to historians, the Egyptians weren't around yet. They believe the Egyptians came into existence around 3000 BC. But this tomb predates that by 400 years. In fact, the oldest human remains that have been found in Egypt only date back to around 600 BC. Yet this tomb dates to 10,000 BC, meaning someone was living in Egypt 10,000 years before the Egyptians. It took a while for researchers to identify the age of this tomb. You see, it wasn't just a tomb they had found. In fact, they had found multiple tombs, all older than 800 BC. These tombs were built before the Egyptian civilization even existed. It's believed that the people who built these tombs didn't actually live in Egypt, but rather they were nomadic. They lived off the land and hunted animals for food. But who were these people and where did they go? Well, the sad truth is we don't know. Researchers have no idea who built these tombs or what happened to them. We do know that these tombs weren't like the Egyptian tombs that came after them. For example, the sarcophagus in the center of the tomb doesn't have a human shape. Instead, it looks more like a rectangle. This tells us that the person buried here wasn't really important. They were likely just a normal hunter-gatherer. Also, there were no paintings or hieroglyphics inside the tomb. Again, this tells us that whoever died here wasn't important. If they were, they would have had their life story painted on the walls just like the Egyptians did for their pharaohs. So we know who was buried in the tomb, but who built it? We don't know if it was family members or perhaps hired laborists. But what we do know is that the person buried here was likely male. You see, next to the sarcophagus, they found a small burial. This was most likely a female. She would have been around 18 to 25 years old when she died. Archaeologists believe she may have been the mother of the person buried in the sarcophagus. However, we don't know for sure. It's truly amazing to think that this tomb is 10,000 years old. It just goes to show that we don't know much about our history. There's so much we haven't discovered yet. In fact, just the other day, researchers announced that they had found another tomb near the pyramids. This tomb belonged to a man